Hey everybody, it's Numerologist Michelle Buchanan with your numerology forecast for October 2018. So let's begin by calculating your personal year number for the year. We do this by adding the month and day, or day and month, of your birth date to 2018. So let me use the example 4th of the 4th, or April 4th. We would go 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8. Now the rule of thumb here is keep adding together any double-digit numbers until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9. In our example, the 4th of the 4th plus 2018, that actually adds up to 19. So we would then add the 1 and 9 together to get 10, and the 1 and 0 together to get 1. Okay, so I'll say that one more time. You're going to add the month and day of your birth date to 2018. Keep adding together any double-digit numbers till you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9, and that's your personal year number for the whole year. All right, let's get started with the forecast for October, starting with personal year number 1. All right, well, you guys are in a 2-month for October, and that means life is asking you to slow down, okay? Be patient, be tolerant, cooperate with the people around you, but it's mostly about you being able to get yourself and your life in balance, all right? Life is going to show you this month where you're out of balance, all right? Because it sounds like it's not really that important having balance in our life, but actually it is, because we are an energy system and the energy runs through our body, and that energy affects everything in our life, okay? Not only just our human body and our emotions and our thoughts and feelings, it affects the circumstances that are happening around us in our everyday life. And what we need to know is the quality of the energy running through our system needs to be in balance. If there's an imbalance, then it will show up in the circumstances of our life and in our physical health. So let me give you some examples of what this month might entail for you. If there are things in yourself and your personality that you're not working on, this is a month where life is saying slow down long enough to pay attention to when they come up, how they influence your life, and make changes that are needed to get that sorted out. If there are relationships that are out of balance, if there are relationship issues with other people that have been brewing beneath the surface and just been swept under the carpet, they could come up for review. So be aware that you need to get on to those things as soon as possible. Now, you might feel a bit more emotional this month, a bit more overreacting to things. Don't worry, you're not going to stay that way, but it is a month of heightened emotions to help you to get clear about what you think and feel, about what's going on in your life, so everything's accentuated so that you're aware of what's going on. This is also a month to relax, to not force the issue. You have to trust in divine timing, to know that everything happens in its own good time, and to not force the issue. If you try and force your will, if you try and make things happen before their time, they may not go the way you want. So this is where you have to be patient and you have to trust, okay? And also work on your own personal health and your emotional well-being. All right, personal year number 2. Okay, so you guys are in a 3-month for October. And what that means is life is saying, we want you to be a bit more social, a bit more active. What this month is asking you is it's helping you to get clear about what brings you joy in your life, what makes you feel good, because as much as it sounds like it's a waste of time just feeling good or having fun, energetically, it's extremely important, because it's in our emotions and through our emotions and our thoughts and our beliefs about ourselves and about life that we attract our everyday experiences. So if you're feeling good, then you're going to attract more goodness in your life. If you're feeling happy, if you're feeling positive, if you aren't dwelling on things, like another way of looking at it is you don't necessarily have to be happy and optimistic, you know, and positive, but if you can be less negative or less dwelling on the past or holding on to resentments. This month is asking you to do that, to let go of whatever it is that causes unhappiness in your life, and to be aware of what those things are, and to be aware of what your triggers are, and to be aware of the behaviors or the people or the situations that create unhappiness in your life, because that is going to affect your health eventually, and it's also affecting the quality and the circumstances of everything that you're bringing into your life on a day-to-day basis. This month is asking you to communicate how you're truly feeling, to be open, to be honest, and to express yourself. There may be communications that need to be had this month. Also, creative self-expression, spend some time doing things, hobbies, other ways of expressing. There are conversations that need to be had with people, things that need to be said that aren't being said. This is a month to do more of that. Catch up with old friends, make new friends, be social with people that uplift you wherever you can. All right? And see the glass half full this month. It is not a month to be pessimistic. Personal year number 3. All right, you guys are in a full month for October. And what that's all about is life is saying, right, head down, bum up. You got work to do this month. It's going to be a busy month. It may be busy with your actual work, job or career, or just busy in general. There are things that need to be sorted out, and this month is saying sort them out. Do what needs to be done. If it's your physical health that you need to get onto, if there are changes that need to be made within your health and well-being, go and get a checkup. Set yourself up on a good nutrition plan, exercise, take care of those little issues, health issues that you've been neglecting, for example. If it's career or work or business issues, if there are debts unpaid, get on to setting up a payment plan. If there is systems that need to be created and implemented in your business, now is the month to start taking action with that. Basically, you want to look at yourself and your life and say, what needs to be done to get me to the next step? What needs to be done to get me where I want to be? And you take those steps, all right? Also, a month to know that there'll be delays, there'll be obstacles, and to know that that's just part of the month that you're in. It's all about persistence and patience and not giving up, all right? You need to be patient and trust. And you also need to, have some sort of a belief that, to see the bigger picture. We're geared up as human beings to really only think that things are working and everything's okay when there's no problems in our life, or when we're getting the green light and everything is easy. But that's not the nature of life. To be able to train yourself to see the big picture, all right, the bigger picture. Everything is a step along the way, and every step is important. And this is a month to be working on the steps and the finer details behind the scenes. That's what it's about. So use a step-by-step process to get where you want to get, and get off your ass and start doing those things. All right. Personal year number 4. All right, you guys are in a 5-month this month. And the cool thing about that is it is a fast moving vibration. It is a fast moving month, a lot faster and a lot more happening, a lot lighter than what, September was. And life is saying whatever, this is about change. Progress, movement, and change. Things are going to speed up. Things are going to come from left field. Things you didn't expect. Unexpected, So be prepared, be adaptable, go with the flow, don't have your plans too set in stone. Also, be aware that if there are changes that need to be made and you're not making them, they may be forced upon you if you don't take action and make them yourself, especially if they are important changes. It's a great month to go on an adventure, to be adventurous, to be daring, to try new things, to have some fun, to get out there, network, promote yourself. Speak your truth, get out there, show the world who you are, and do some new things, try some new things, experiment, all right? Okay, personal year number 5. Well, you guys are in a 6-month for October, and that is actually all about the relationships in your life and the responsibilities and domestic responsibilities and home and family and friendships and relationships and that sort of thing. And so This month is where relationship issues that have been brewing beneath the surface, and it could be with a partner, it could be with a child or family member or friend or colleague or someone in your circle, issues that have been brewing beneath the surface that need to be discussed or need to be resolved will definitely come up this month. So be aware of that. Conversations that need to be had. Don't sweep things under the carpet. See this as an opportunity to take the connection to a higher level, a truthful level, where whatever is being said in a very cooperative and diplomatic, compassionate way as much as possible. But know that you've got to clear the air. You've got to speak your truth. You've got to be honest about how you're feeling and what's going on. This is a year of change for you. It's where life is asking you to shake things up a bit, and this is a month where we might be looking at your domestic environment, the home, family, relationships, all that kind of stuff. Also a month to know, to be aware, to be there for those who may need your help. It could be just being a shoulder to cry on, or just listening to someone that needs to pour some things off their chest. It may be helping someone, with things they need done in their everyday life, like helping them with things around the home, or, whatever it is. Just be there when you're needed and do the right thing. All right? Make sure you have time out for yourself as well. Personal year number 6, this month of October is a 7-month for you, and this is a month where life is saying, go within. Have a look and self-examination, contemplation. This is where life is saying, take some quiet time alone to get clear about who you are, what you're doing, where you're going wrong, what's holding you back in life, what do you give your power away to, what worries you, what holds you back, what are your fears. This is where it's a time to look at these things, because these things are holding you back. And until they're looked at and addressed, and you are recognizing them and making the necessary changes in those beliefs, behaviors, fears, and thoughts, you're just going to go around in circles. And life is saying this is a month to work on yourself, your inner self, your health, your mindset, your well-being. Okay, so be healthy. Spend some time alone to just get clear about who you are. It's only when we're alone and we're in quiet time alone that we really get to process what's going on in our life and how we really feel about things. In this busy technical world where we're distracted all the time, we're not always really on top of what we're really thinking and feeling, and we just go through the motions of life until one day the shit hits the fan and we didn't see it coming, but really we did, because intuitively we were getting the signs all along. Look at this, sort this out. But we just swept in under the carpet and went through the motions of life. Life is saying this month, don't do that. Bring things to the surface, have a look, tidy things up. A lot of people adopt a spiritual practice this month if you don't already have one. Prayer, meditation, anything sort of like that is really going to be a benefit to you, and working on your own personal development, okay? Personal year number 7. This whole year for you has been about self-awareness, self-examination, going within to sort of really get clear and get deep about who you are, what the meaning of life is, what your purpose is, where you're going in the years to come, what's going on, who are you, what do you really want and need. And this month is an 8-month for you of October, and that's where life is saying you need to reclaim your personal power over anything or anyone that causes you to feel disempowered in some way. So for some people it can be an overpowering person, or a challenging relationship where you are dwelling in it a lot, you're worried about things, or you're just feeling negative about things. For some people, other people it's not that at all. Other people it might be a fear that you give your power away to, a limiting belief, a worry about something that could happen, or dwelling on something that has happened and not being able to forgive and move on. Whatever it is, these things will hold us back in life, okay? So even just worrying about something, even just replaying a challenging situation from the past over and over, what these things do is not only do they prevent the opportunities to get through these situations and have a happier outcome, they prevent all that. Not only that, they affect our actual health and well-being, but we attract from that point. So if we're dwelling on the past, if we're worrying about things, we're increasing our ability to attract more of the exact same thing. You attract what you think about. You attract what you believe. You attract where your attention goes. Where your attention goes, energy flows, and energy creates stuff. So be aware of what you're thinking about, all right? And only give attention to the things that you want. So when you catch yourself dwelling on things or moaning about stuff or worried about stuff, you can say this to yourself: oh, I caught myself doing it. Now I know what I don't want. What do I want? And go from there. Focus on the solutions and what you do want and where you are going, all right? Personal year, for sevens in your 8th month, this is also a focus on career, money, business, and all that. So there could be opportunities to expand in that area, opportunities to work on your finances. But one thing is also for sure, do not overspend, all right? Don't go crazy with the spending, budget, and get your finances in order. Personal year number 8. All right, you guys are in a 9-month for October, and that is out with the old to make way for the new. All right, life is saying it's transformation time. Transformations, endings, completions. What isn't working in your life anymore? What do you need to get rid of? It could be anything. It could be a person, a relationship you've outgrown, a job you're no longer passionate about. It could be none of the above. But it could be something like a limiting belief or a negative belief that you have, or an unhealthy health habit. It could be, I'm going to quit sugar for sure. I'm going to quit sugar. It could be, I'm going to work out more. I'm going to take up meditation or yoga. It could be anything. And whatever it is that's for your well-being, do more of that. And this month is saying, out with the old and make way for the new. New beginnings, new opportunities. It's time to be reborn. And last but by no means least, personal year number 9. Okay, you guys, this whole year has really been all about out with the old you and in with the new you. And like I say, every time I do this forecast, it's like the chrysalis turning into the butterfly. You don't really know where you're going, maybe. You just know that there are parts of you that you don't feel comfortable with anymore, or that you've outgrown, and you're going in a new direction, but you may not be sure exactly what that direction is. For some people, it's still unfolding. It's still making itself known. And that process can go through towards the rest of this year and the whole of next year. So this year and next year are all about a process of transformation, endings and completions and new beginnings, where you are making changes in your life and things are changing direction. For some people, it's big things that are obvious in the physical world: changes of job, changes of location, changes of hobbies and things that interest you, and relationships and all that. Other people, it's none of that. Other people, their life is exactly the same job, same town, same circle of friends, same relationship, but you are changing from within, and you're feeling like there are needs that you have, or desires or wants that you have that don't go away, and they just keep growing within you, and they cause you to think, wow, what do I really want to do with the rest of my life? Life is short. Do I want to keep going along like I have been and just, because it's safe, or because it's a guaranteed, I know what's around the corner? Or do I really want to take a risk and do what I really want to do, or what I'm passionate about? Because God, there's only one life, and you're going to make the most of it, and I really just want to be happy. All these questions may come up for some of these people. Other people, it's I've got to change some unhealthy habits. It could be I've got to cut down on my drinking, and I've got to, be healthier. But there's new beginnings and opportunities this month for you in October. So if there are new things that you're thinking of doing, this month is going to help you energetically to take action on those things, to give you the motivation to want to do it, to give you the ideas. Ideas can present themselves that may not have come along before, but it's certainly a month that says green light, full blast ahead. You'll feel refreshed, you'll feel more energized, and be prepared for new opportunities and new beginnings. All right, so I'll leave that with you, and I will say that for those who don't know, I do a 2 for the price of 1 numerology report and 12-month forecast. Go to my website up here, you buy your first report for $25, and I will ask you when I send your report for the details for your free second report. I also do numerology readings to people all over the world, so just go to my website and look up readings and send me an email. So have a great month. I hope you have a happy, healthy and prosperous month, and I will talk to you again in November. See ya!